Okay, so here I am again. Before I head off, I'm going to get a little bit more armor. I realised I didn't get any armor before I headed out last time. Probably won't take too much damage, but I have plenty of money to spend, so it's not really much risk in doing it. Plus 1 of dexterity will be good. Some stamina for running. I'll just keep that armor for now. And are there any good gloves? Oh, dexterity gloves. There's not as much in the way of helmets, so I'll just leave that for now. Now, hopefully my mic is working okay because I just sat on my headphones before I started recording. So if there's any any problems, that will be the cause. Alright, now that I have a bow, I can start having a bit more fun. I'll just quickly move my way through here. Oh, I'll get that identified as well. Thought the path would keep going in that direction. Must hook around the Den of Evil. I'm heading to the Cold Plains, I believe. I don't have the quest, but I'll pick it up when I get there. I'm not too fussed about doing all the talking, I've done that a million times already. Stamina is already running out. Now the path doesn't go up here with it. This is a weird generation map. Now I believe there is randomly generated terrain in Diablo 3, but it's only in set areas. There's a few areas in Diablo 2 that are the same each time you play them, but not very many. But I think there's, well, from what I played in the beta, there's a lot more set terrain in Diablo 3. I might be wrong though. It could be very different when the full game comes out. The random generation in the beta wasn't very different, but I did notice there was a few more unique zones added in depending on how it was generated. Like one time I got to go down into a well, and another time I instead had a base of a tree or a body pit or something like that. So it was different, a bit different each time I played. But they're nice little additions, even though they were pretty small. It's cool to have the unique locations each playthrough because it gives you something different to do each playthrough. Alright, looks like I found the right path now. Pick up these zombies. Now I should put magic arrow on one of my attacks. Oh. Looks like Flavi's been doing some killing already. She got me a topaz. Topaz is magic find, which is very good. I'm looking forward to the magic find and gold find stat modifiers in Diablo 3, especially with the real money auction house. It would be nice to load up a character with a bunch of magic find gear. Grab this and go out on some runs to get some really cool gear. Chuck some things on the auction house. Become a real life millionaire. I'm just going to ignore the cave, there's not really much in there. Oh, this is a bit of a worry. I'm just going to slowly pick these guys off. Practice my kiting skills. See if I can do this without taking any hits. The only problem with this is then you have to go back and collect all the gear that they've dropped. Alright. I'll just switch walk back on. Gotta wait for my stamina to start regenning. It's a weird thing that it does where it doesn't regen if you're moving, even if you are only walking. Okay. Now each time I do this I press shift just before I fire, so if in case I accidentally click past them it doesn't run towards them like that, which can screw up your kiting. Diablo 3 is the same way. So if you're playing a ranged character in Diablo 3, it's very good to get used to using shift a lot. I'm already pretty used to using it from StarCraft. Shift queuing up commands. Oop, that's terrible. Get out of here. Save some arrows. Might as well use up my mana before my arrows. Alright. Ah, terrible. Should get a level from this one. Nope. I lied. Now, this path could go in two directions. It could go straight to my quest, or it could go up to the next zone and I'll have to backtrack. I seem to be pretty good at picking the right one. Finish off this guy and we'll do our level. Alright. So we have 1, 2, 2. Now, fire arrow is the way to go. Actually, is it? Skills, T. I'll get fire and cold, in case I come up against any immunes. Now, let's go F1, F2. Much better. Mwahaha. You know, these guys are pretty easy to fight against. A bit slow. Stop, trap. Telltale creak of a trap chest. Now I should be able to go straight in and take on the, what's the name of the quest I'm doing? Nope, Stony Field. Have to backtrack. Unlucky. Dark Raven, I believe, I'm going to kill. Or the cemetery. Looks like I'm running low on arrows. I have to use my magic arrow. Doop 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 doop. If I end having to not do too much running, I'll just edit it out. If I can do it gracefully. Now, having mana is pretty useful, but I'm not going to be sinking any points into energy because I can either get mana drain stats for my weapons or get some mana regen armor, and that should carry me the whole way through the game. But it's going to be a little bit tougher in the early stages when I don't have that many magic weapons and armor, but as long as I keep my arrow supply up, which I'm not doing currently, I should be okay. Arrow supply is probably one of the more annoying aspects of this. At least in Diablo 3, ammo is optional. That seems kind of weird, but I actually like the way they've done it. You can equip a quiver if you want, or you can choose to dual wield crossbows or wield a shield instead, and what the quiver does is it makes you fire faster, so it's kind of like the idea of having ammo is beneficial, but and they can also have magic effects, but doesn't make sense in a realistic from a realistic point of view, but I think it makes it a bit more fun. You're not carrying around ammo and having your inventory full of arrows all the time, or having to go back to town just because you run out of arrows.
I sense great
just
sorrow
again taking out those little micromanagement aspects that aren't that important. Alright, now if anything stops me from doing this time, it's going to be my low ammo. I really should have bought arrows before I moved down.
My army of the dead.
I'm going to have to be very conservative and try and hit a... I don't have any mana potions. I can pop a town portal if I need to. It's a bit easier to open a quick town portal in Diablo 2 than it is number 3. In Diablo 3 you don't use scrolls, but it's on a cooldown sort of thing, where it takes a few seconds to open a portal. I think you just hold T. Now I have to avoid this mod and still be able to hit her. Pretty tricky, especially since I have no stamina left. Alright, this is going to be too slow, so I'm just going to... Ouch. Pop back and pick up some arrows and things like that. Get healed and my mana regen. I'll get rid of these fellas, keep one of these, keep our magic find. Miss arrows. 4. I'll grab an extra bundle. I'm only really grabbing magic equipment anyway, so any better helmets? Level bolt, it's not really worth the money. 1,000 for 10% chance to cast a spell, it's not really going to help me that much. Now if I go talk to Akara, she'll heal me up.
Yes.
There we go. Now I can fire off a bunch of fire arrows. Blood Raven is fire enchanted, but I don't think she has any resistances to fire. And resistances and elements and things like that aren't really that important in a normal playthrough. They get much more important in Nightmare and Hell, and this is going to be the same way in Diablo 3. Where the later playthroughs you really have to keep an eye on your resistances. I'm just going to have to start. I have to watch my health. If it gets any lower, I'll pop a potion. Oh. Not the best. Ah. Need to get better at spotting those arrows and avoiding them. She's much better at hitting me than I am at hitting her. Ah. If I die here, it would be very embarrassing. Shortest hardcore run ever. Although I think I've died in the Den of Evil before. On a hardcore run. Don't play when you're tired. You're playing a serious hardcore game on this or Diablo 3. If you can feel yourself starting to get tired, it's when it's time to log off. Or go play your normal game. Alright, let's start picking away at these guys. Aha! They're out in the open. Yes. Ugh. Ah. Very difficult. Amazon's so weak at this point. Hard to kill because you can keep guarding, but it takes a long time to do these initial boss battles. Without just running in there and doing something. There we go, I'm getting some good hits off now. Ah. Alright, so if I can hit it with this fire. Yes. That's what I need. Whoa, what just happened to my lighting? That is weird. I don't know if that's going to show up in the video or not, but my lighting just went really dark. Must finish the fight first, before fixing. Finish. Kill Blood Raven. Ah! Have a fire, I've got to hit her with it. I need to raise my stamina. Pay attention. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Get it. Aww. Now, if you haven't seen this before, you're probably wondering why I'm not just killing all these off. It's because she keeps raising them. You can kill them all off, but she will probably. At the rate I'm fighting her. Oh, that's really bad, really bad. Gotta be much more careful than that. Quickly put some guys in my belt. Got her. How much health has she got left? 2 or 3 more hits, come on. Hey, that was a good one. Woo! Yay! Large charm, 240 gold. And they all die once you kill. So let's identify my charm and see if it's any good. Fire resist. No, that's alright. Probably not really worth the space in my inventory. So it took me about 100 arrows to kill. I suppose that's not too bad.
Rest in peace, sister.
Now, let's see what is causing these lighting problems. Alright, we should be good now. Now I'm just going to quickly run through and clear out these 2 little cave things here before I go back to town, because there's usually some pretty good gear and they're pretty small, so you can do a run through one pretty quickly. They usually have 1 unique boss and a gold chest. Oh. Very good. Dodging. One thing I'm going to be sad to see go in Diablo 3 is the light mechanic, the light radius. There's no real light radius and everything is quite illuminated from what I've played in Diablo so far. Again, it could change in the full game, but I haven't seen any items that offer extra light radius. And light radius doesn't appear to be an issue. I quite like the dark and scary atmosphere that Diablo is given because of the light radius. Like, I really can't see what's up ahead, and it can cause you to run into things. You have to be more careful. And I think it's a unique part of the Diablo atmosphere. Looks like I got a ring there, that's good. Good find. I haven't had any... Oh, I did have 1 yellow, but it was useless to me. Pick off these guys and we'll go get our chesty. Grab some gold. More gold. And we have a chest. Hey, another ring. Skulls. Skulls are always good. And we'll grab some more healing potions. We'll just quickly run and do the other dungeon before moving on. Dungeon. Ah. Okay, there's something to note. If you're running and you're running past creatures, they have almost 100% chance of hitting you. It lowers your armor to 0 and your block rate if you're using a shield down to 1/4. So if you're trying to wiggle your way through a large mob, it's a good idea to hit R and walk. But I don't know if that same sort of thing applies in Diablo 3 or not. Okay, I'll quickly do the crypt. Hey, that's good find, superior scepters. It's always worth picking up scepters, like the class specific items, because they often have abilities on them that make the item worth quite a bit of money, even though it isn't magic. Get out of here. I should start popping off some fire arrows. Maybe I'll save them for the boss. Oop. Get out of here. Do I have any dark fires? Nope. Fire. Fun. Ouch. Haha. It's pretty hard to hit. Alright. Here's the boss. Teleportation. Getting it done. Don't really see these guys when I eliminate them with my pointer. Ah, shooting the poles. Oh, I probably shouldn't go clicking graves while I'm trying to kill off this bunch of skeletons. I'm just going to raise them all. Make my life a bit harder. Come on, skeletons. Get out of here. Maybe I should pick up a melee weapon to switch to in close range. Although that wouldn't be very good practice for Diablo 3 because you can't really use a melee weapon as the hunter. They did put the ability into it, but it's essentially useless. It's just a for fun sort of thing. All of the normal attacks are replaced by the classes sort of standard / special attacks. Hey, we have another boss. So it was a bit weird at first, but it made the game sort of feel a little bit more interesting and diverse in that you can change up your normal attacks and you're not just constantly spamming normal attacks like this. Even at the lower levels. In higher levels of Diablo 2 you're pretty much always using some sort of magic attack, but multi-shot or something like that. There we go. And we have a magic cap. Trying not to run into fire. Ouch. 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 Dying in the fire, not the best thing to do on hardcore. Again, another embarrassing way to die. And
I am overburdened.
getting it done. Grabbing some more healings. And that club. We'll just... Oh, we can grab that club. Very good. And we'll head back to town. And that'll do it for today. Inside the next episode, I'll sell off my gear. And thanks for watching.